today. I'm attorney Gloria Allred, and I'll be speaking first. And then next will be Molly, and next will be her mom, Ann. Recently, OK Magazine published a cover story with the large headline that stated, quote, "Tyga in love with underage teen," end quote. The cover displayed a large photo of Kylie Jenner and a smaller photo of the rapper Tyga. The photo of Tyga contained the caption headline that stated, quote, "Kylie betrayed." In a circle on the cover was a pixelated photo of the underage teenager in question and photos of what were called, quote, "their shocking texts," end quote, and an alleged quote from Kylie Jenner stating, quote, "You make me sick," end quote. The story inside suggested that Kylie was upset because she found messages on Tyga's phone when he was trying to convince the girl to meet with him. It contained an alleged quote from an unidentified friend of the teenager stating that, quote, "He's definitely trying to hook up with her, and she's flattered. She thinks it's exciting," end quote. We're here today to set the record straight. This teenager, Molly, was not excited about, quote, "hooking up," end quote, with Tyga, an adult celebrity. The truth is that she did not want to have any relationship with him, let alone, quote, "hooking up," end quote, with him. Such a suggestion portrays Molly in a completely false light and has resulted in embarrassment and unfair and insensitive, hurtful statements about Molly. Molly's mom, Ann, feels that people should know that Tyga contacted her daughter. Her daughter did not initiate contact with him. Ann feels that it's completely inappropriate for an adult male to communicate with her 14-year-old daughter, ask for her phone number, and ask when she's coming to LA. We also believe that it was wrong for OK Magazine to involve a young girl in what is portrayed as a celebrity sex scandal. Perhaps OK did this to increase the sales of their magazine, and using the names of Kylie Jenner and Tyga may have helped OK to increase sales, but doing so was wrong, and OK Magazine should apologize to both Ann and her daughter, Molly. Ann, Molly, and I feel that what has been lost in all of this is that Molly is a minor, and she should not have had to suffer being exploited and mischaracterized in this way. She has a right to build and earn a good reputation and not have this stain on her reputation following her on the internet for the rest of her life. This is why Ann and Molly decided to speak out today. I'm proud to represent them in their efforts to make those who have wronged them accountable. And now I'm going to present Molly. Molly, I'm going to have you, well, I'll move this over.
I'm very upset that a story about Tyga, Kylie Jenner, and me was published in OK Magazine, and I want people to know the truth. The truth is that Tyga contacted me first. He direct messaged me on Instagram. I knew who he was, but I was surprised that he was contacting me. I thought that it could possibly be about my music, but he did not mention that in his initial communication with me. I thought that was strange, but I was thinking he would bring it up in his next message to me. However, he didn't mention it in the next message. I began to feel uncomfortable when he asked me to FaceTime with him. He asked me to FaceTime 3 times, but I didn't do it. Because of my discomfort with why he wanted to communicate with me, I quickly stopped responding. It's crazy how so much can come out of nothing. Even though OK Magazine pixelated my face and did not use my name, a lot of people could tell the photo was of me. As a result of the story and the photo, I've received a lot of negative attention, not only from people in my own state, but from all over the place. I don't deserve the negative attention that I've been getting as a result of this story and photo. I never sent the communication between Tyga and me to OK Magazine, and I don't know how they obtained them. I would never have allowed OK Magazine or any other magazine to use them. It is also upsetting to me that OK Magazine never even contacted my mom or me to check the facts to see if what they were publishing was true. I'm speaking out today because I don't want what happened to me to happen to any other young girl.
A few weeks ago, a 26-year-old man, who is also a celebrity known as Tyga, contacted my 14-year-old daughter, Molly, through social media. Molly thought he may have contacted her because she's involved in music and modeling, but the communication made her feel uncomfortable, and she had the good sense to put a stop to the communication. We thought that was the end of it, until we learned that OK Magazine had published a cover story about Tyga's contacting Molly. On their cover, OK used a poorly blurred photo of my daughter and falsely insinuated that there was an inappropriate, sexually suggestive relationship going on between Tyga and Molly. We couldn't believe they did that. This article, photos, and direct messages that were published have caused serious problems for our family. We are here today because involving Molly in this was wrong, and because Molly decided the best thing to do was to stand up for herself. I'm very proud of her for having the courage to come here today and do this. It was not an easy decision to make, but to us, sitting back and doing nothing was not an option. I love you, Molly, and I'm proud of your mom.
A little bit about Molly before I take some questions. And Molly and Ann will not be taking questions. But Molly is 14 years old. She's in the 9th grade. She loves music and writes songs. She began to pursue a career as a singer a few years ago. In fact, last weekend she performed at Kennett Flash at Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Previously, she's posted videos of her singing on her Instagram and Twitter. She has thousands of followers. She has no idea why Tyga contacted her, but perhaps he saw her sing on one of those accounts or was told about her. And this was the photo that was pixelated. They never asked her for permission to use her photo and to pixelate it. But she had posted that at some point, right, on your Instagram? Okay. And then this is the issue in which, that's the OK Magazine issue. You have a copy of that with the article. And so you see her photo is on the cover, and then she's mentioned inside. There's a whole cover story inside, but her photo is on the cover and they refer to her inside, so you have the article. And then, of course, to compound things, on this January 4th, 2016 edition of OK Magazine, Anne just noticed that there is a cover story about Kylie on page 30, and that once again her daughter is mentioned. So that's 2 editions, and this time there's no photo, but she is referred to again where it says, looks like Kylie Jenner had heard one too many cheating rumors about her beau Tyga, following OK's exclusive report last week that the 26-year-old rapper has been pursuing a 14-year-old model behind Kylie's back, the latest in a line of transgressions that includes his alleged affair with a transgender woman in July. Kylie stepped out, looking cozy with her pal, aspiring singer Henry Hudson. So my point is, this is following Molly.